and girls, and welcome to our next literacy lesson. Now, we've been working very hard on one reading strategy friend in particular, and that is our friend Flippy the Dolphin. Now, Flippy the Dolphin reminds us that if we're stuck on a word and it's just not sounding right to us, one strategy we can do is to flip the vowel sound that we're using. And that's because our vowels have not just one sound that they can make, they have two. They can make their short sound or their long sound, which is their own name. So we've been working very hard to go through all of our vowels to hear those short and long sounds so that way we can better use this reading strategy if ever we get stuck. So our vowel that we are using today is the letter U. Its short sound for U is uh. But of course, it can also make its own long sound, which is its own name. Now, I have quite a few long U's in our story up here today. I'm going to take a read through the first time, and anytime there's an underline, listen out for the long sound U. After we're done, we're going to take a look back and see, well, what are some times that the U is going to make that sound instead of its short sound, That way, when we're reading, we can better use our Flippy the Dolphin strategy here. So let's take a look at our story. Ty and Ken were building a tree house. They found a cube in the ground, and it had an old compass inside. It looked like it had value. So they started to argue. Ken wanted to sell it, but Ty wanted to use it. They decided to put it in the treehouse instead. They continue to use it every day. Now let's start here with our purple underlined words. I see it here in cube. I hear the U. And we have two times for the word use. And I hear the U sound in the beginning. Now, taking a look at these words, what do they have in common? What is making that U say its own name? Well, I see here the U and a sneaky E at the end. I see it here as well. We've seen this with each of our vowel sounds for our long vowels, that sometimes we have the sneaky E. It hangs on the end, does not say anything by itself, but it makes our vowels say their own name. So one way for a long U is, of course, a U and a sneaky E at the end. Now let's take a look through at our orange words. I see value, argue, and continue. What do each of these words have in common that's making that U say its own name? What I notice is in these ones there's an E, but it's right beside the U. U-E, U-E, and a U-E. We have that similar here, but with the sneaky E, there's always a letter in between. Another way that a U can say its own name, its long sound, is if it's a U and an E side by side. So those are our two ways there. We're going to go through our story one more time so we can hear those long U's, and then you guys will have your own turn to practice. So make sure if you can, you're reading along with me. Ty and Ken were building a tree house. They found a cube in the ground, and it had an old compass inside. It looked like it had value. So they started to argue. Ken wanted to sell it, but Ty wanted to use it. they decided to put it in the treehouse instead. They continue to use it every day. All right, boys and girls, good job. Just as usual, after our guided reading lesson, it's now your turn to either go on our Epic app or use books that you have around the house to do about 10 minutes of reading. As you're going through, if you ever get stuck on a word, you can use our Flippy the Dolphin strategy and take a look out and see if you find any long U's in your reading today. All right, boys and girls, good luck and have fun.